Hey everyone, this is Borvak here with another Ramble review. Going to cover Batgirl, Birds of Prey number 19, Full Circle Part 1, In the Clutches of the Calculator. That sounds like a communist Russia joke. In communist Russia, calculator hold you, or something. I don't know. That's a bad joke. Um, but this is not the most recent issue of Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, but like I usually do when I see something that's in the middle of a story arc, I'll leaf back through the shelf, through the rack, and try to find the start. So here we are, and this will help me decide whether I'm picking up the rest of them or not. So diving right in, Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. Batgirl is a little more adult here than I'm used to seeing. Just the full, she's a little thicker, but I don't know. It's a nice. I to some extent I feel like this costume has been tainted, based on just the some of the political stuff going on with the main Batgirl book. But this is not the main Batgirl book. I do kind of like this outfit, so it's pretty cool. We'll dive right in, and we've got Batgirl. She's catfishing some clients on the internet. She apparently hacked into. There's this villain called the Calculator, which I don't know if he's like in simple mode or scientific mode, where you can do all the extra calculations. But either way, maybe he's a TI-83. I don't know. But basically, she's hacked into his systems. He's like an information broker, a broker for everything, it sounds like. But she's hacking into his system to catfish as him, basically, if you don't know what that means, to basically pose as him to other people. And so she's working with his clients or would-be clients, pretending to be him, but basically just setting them up to be caught by the Birds of Prey. We got a nice full page spread there of the other two birds beating up on one of the would-be clients. Yeah, not much going on here. Batgirl's just watching from afar. There's this silly thing where this villain here is like a fish guy, and they're making a joke about getting Chinese food instead of sushi because she's kind of grossed out at the idea of sushi after beating up this guy. She just shot this guy through the hand. That's a little bit gruesome, and this LOL so random sushi joke does not seem to fit. These girls are not taking this seriously. If you're just gonna shoot someone through the hand and then make a sushi joke and then decide what you're eating for, like totally eating for dinner, because like ew, like I am totally not eating fish after like shooting this guy through the hand. I mean, I know this guy's a villain, but that, first of all, that's gruesome, and second of all, do you have like zero empathy even for villains? You shoot the guy through the hand and all you can think about is your stomach. I don't know, that's a little weird. But another thing I notice about this book is definitely, in my opinion, made for female readers. I don't know. We've got Julie and Shauna, which are both female names, writing it. I don't know if I don't know how to say this person's name. Rogue Antonio, Rogue Antonio. I'm gonna say it's probably wrong. I don't know if that's a female or a male name, but the story is written by two women, and the art is very centered at female readers. I don't know if you're watching this video, if you're one of my like two viewers and you're female, let me know. Are you attracted to this sort of thing? I have some things that I've noticed about art in comics that is geared towards women, but maybe I'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm taking a long time getting through this, but that just felt stupid here. But anyway, Batgirl goes back and she's helping her dad with his old computer, and that's the one of the only times she sees him. She doesn't see him often, so he's almost using it as an excuse to see her to get her help on the computer. She talks about some interesting stuff about how he doesn't know that she's Batgirl, and how you keep people in the dark, and that's how you keep them safe. But really, she says, and this is a good point, she's the one who's in the dark, and the people she's protecting are in the light, and she's in the dark to protect the people in the light, which is an interesting theme. That makes sense. So she goes in. She apparently owns some clean energy company because, of course, who doesn't own a clean energy company? I don't know if that's a political statement as well, but there's nothing wrong with clean energy. Uh, I won't get too far into that politically, but sure. So apparently she has Poison Ivy working for her, and she's talking about how happy she is. Apparently Poison Ivy eats. She brought her some French fries. Does Poison Ivy? I thought she didn't eat plants and she only ate meat. Or maybe that's a different continuity or a different version, or maybe it's changed throughout time. She clothes herself in plants, so she. I don't know. I don't know. But she got her some French fries in a bat bag. I guess that's cute. I don't know. Is that weird? I don't know. But she's talking about, maybe not everyone is like Poison Ivy. Maybe not everyone can be redeemed. Well, you know what? Maybe Poison Ivy can't be redeemed. Maybe you're too conceited if you think that you've actually made a difference here, that you think that she's not going to go back to her old ways when things fall apart. But I don't know. I guess Barbara's trying to do good. So they beat up some more thugs, and we'll skip past some of that. Um, I will say again, art when it's geared towards females is a lot different from when it's geared towards men. I think this art is good. An actual artist or art critique can agree or disagree, but art when it's geared towards women tends more towards the big eyes, cutesy, um, fashion, but not so much physical attraction, not so much sexiness or physical attractiveness as much as cute and fashion, big eyes. Like, look at that lip, for example. I don't think you'd ever see Black Canary making that face in a comic geared towards men. That just looks goofy. But it is what it is. But they beat up some more thugs, and then some guy breaks in. He's like, "Who is Oracle?" And he's shooting up the place. And Batgirl just says, "Show yourself. Who are you?" I mean, the guy's shooting at you, and all you can think to say, you're in a position to make a demand of this person. You're not even like behind cover. It doesn't look like you're wide open to be shot at, and you're just saying, "Oh, show yourself." Like, totally time out. Show yourself. Tell me who you are. No, he's just gonna shoot you probably. But for some reason he does. He comes out and he does his villain speech. "I am a robot and I was created to find out who Oracle is." Just click. That's not really what he says. That's my version. But there's some other stuff that doesn't really make sense in the ensuing fight here, where he's shooting at them. The two other Huntress and the Black Canary, they push a box as cover to get closer to the robot. I guess he's called. I thought it was called Burninate, but it's burn rate. So I guess he burns quickly. The rate of burn, something. I don't know. Maybe he's just really good at like roasting people, so they call him Burn Rate because he just roasts people really fast. I don't know. But the two other birds of prey, they're pushing this box, using it as cover to get closer to Burn Rate. He just jumps over it. I don't know why they didn't think that would happen. But Batgirl has her back to the wall, and Burn Rate is behind her down the alley. Then Burn Rate jumps over the box, and then she should be behind him with her back up to a wall like here, but suddenly he's behind her. Was she up against a box? I guess so. He jumps onto that box. Okay, this makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time visualizing what's all going on here, but that's probably my fault. So he's threatening them. The robot is trying to figure out who Oracle is. She finds out. I think this is the point where she finds out that it is the calculator who created the robot. To find out who Oracle is, because he knows that Oracle's been hacking your system, his system. He doesn't know that Batgirl is Oracle, but he's trying to find out who Oracle is so he can stop Oracle, he or she, from catfishing his clients, taking down business. There's some silly thing where I think Canary says that there's only one guy who has the capacity to build that robot. I mean, this is Gotham City. There's really only one guy who can build robots like that. I'm pretty sure we've seen plenty others who could do, worse than that probably. It would have been better if there was some sort of clue where he slipped and said the calculator had created him, or there was some sort of stamp and they had to trace it down to where it was created and trace it back to the calculator. This is a little too easy, too plot pointy. But the birds of prey uh, get mad at Barbara, at Batgirl, for not telling them that she had hacked into the calculator system, because apparently not telling them how they were getting the information was lying to them. I don't really understand that either. I don't know how that's getting them into more danger. Apparently they think it's getting them into more danger than they would have been. I don't really get that. But we should get Green Lantern, Earth 1. I don't know. I'll stick with Earth 0 personally, but let me know if that's a good book. Oh yeah, so burn rate. Batgirl realizes that burn rate's going to go after the people that she cares about. Somehow burn rate knows this guy who's her friend, would know who Oracle is. I don't know how he's a public figure, but she's going to try to go and save him. But burn rate's already beating him up and asking where Oracle is. He doesn't tell, but he does basically get killed by burn rate for keeping Batgirl's secret, Oracle's secret. And he says, here, this was yours in the first place. I'm going to give you back this key, and thanks for the good times. And he passes away, which is sad. But Batgirl's obviously brokenhearted about all this. Yeah, I got a sad full page, not a full page spread, but the other two birds of prey are mad at Batgirl. She goes through some grief, and that's kind of where it leaves off. She decides she's not going to be Oracle again, and we cut to the calculator, who's not actually a TI-83. Spoilers, but he's saying that they're looking after some parole judge. I don't know what that's about. They're just going forward with whatever plans he had. Maybe the parole judge has something to do with this. There's this lady here. Is she Helena? She is she's one of the birds of prey, isn't she? She's the I can't remember her name. I just said it too. But I think she's one of the two birds of prey. She's there to see her mom, and she's having a hard time reconciling with her mom. And apparently we're going to hear about that next time. But I don't know. I have a hard time really reviewing things. I might pick up the next book here. I'm not sure, just to finish out the story, see how I feel about it. Again, the art, in my opinion, is very geared towards female readers. And the storytelling I thought was pretty good, but it's a sad story. That guy died. I don't think that, I don't know. I think a part of being a hero is that you obviously she's doing her best to not let that happen, but I don't know. Some story stuff that didn't make sense. But I don't know. I'll leave this one up to you. I'll see if I feel like picking up the next issue. I don't know if I'm the target audience for this, but if you liked what you saw in the video and want to learn more about the story, read through it page by page, panel by panel for yourself, I encourage you to do so if this looks good to you. Again, just very geared towards female readers, but it had some action, it had some good stuff. So I don't know. I won't not recommend it, but I don't. It's not a hearty recommend either. Nothing wrong with it except for those little story things that didn't make sense. Things a little bit too convenient here and there. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comments section. What do you think about Batgirl? What do you think about the Birds of Prey? Have you read any other issues in the Birds of Prey? This is my first issue, jumping into it to see what I think about it. I will say I think this is better than what I've seen of the Batgirl book, just with the silly politics they've pushed into that. But I don't know. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that as well. Huntress. I think this is Huntress. I think Huntress is seeing her mom, and they're trying to reconcile, so that'll be a plot point going forward. Okay, and I don't know what the calculator is up to, but if I pick up the next issue, I'll find out. But let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.